Let's do a quick audio check and make sure that my sound is okay. Can I see in the chat room some yeses if the audio is clear, or if you'd like for me to kind of back away from the mic? Either one, I'll adjust and make sure that we've all got good sound. Super. As I'm seeing the microphone come through, I certainly appreciate the invitation to appear with you folks tonight. And I am speaking to you not from North Carolina, but from South New Jersey, where I went to high school, and I am in town this weekend for my 20th high school reunion. So Jill Kipps from my staff and Adam Zapatero on the front row were kind enough to work with me to make sure that we arrived in a fashion where the audio was good and certainly the content would be useful and beneficial to the educators in the room tonight. So as we begin our work tonight, I want to make sure that if we do have any technical glitches or audio failures, that we have a backup plan and we can help you either through the chat window or through some audio backdoors that Jill and I have been working on today. Now that I'm through with sort of logistics or housekeeping, I want to make sure to draw your attention to the front of the room. And what we've prepared this evening is a PowerPoint presentation that is on the wall behind me. And inside of that PowerPoint presentation, we have several points that hopefully will resonate with this group as you go out and prepare your discoveries of a blended virtual ecosystem in Second Life. In addition, we will have some interactive pieces of our work tonight, and we will also talk about how to use Second Life as a sandbox for many of the lessons that we learned over the course of this past year. As I'm drawing your attention to the first slide at the front of the room, the title slide, several folks asked me, I'm looking at this slide and it has Obama's campaign on it. It has this woman that's clad in a bikini. Are you sure you want to include all of that for students? And what I would say to you is that we don't want to include all of that for students. But what we do want to acknowledge is that Second Life is far more than just the big creepy treehouse, as my friend David Warlick likes to say. It has tremendous value add for its customers and its stakeholders. And my remarks tonight begin with our journey this past year in Second Life at the North Carolina Virtual Public School, how we conceived of this whole concept of a blended virtual ecosystem. The second part of my presentation will detail some of the tools and processes we find effective in this world. And finally, we'll have some opportunities throughout and at the end for audiences to do a breakout session, as well as provide real-time formative feedback on the presentation and questions. So while we may appear to have on a variety of clothing styles and be in a formal auditorium, and while I may be trying to pull off some sort of X-Men vibe with a sage-like appearance and a bald head, we want this to be also conversational and to have a theme for all of learning. That's always our goal when we start out with North Carolina Virtual Public School in Second Life. So without further ado, we're going to go to the second slide tonight that is going to really focus on how we conceived of our own island in Second Life and our blended virtual ecosystem. Last year, not too far off this timeline, June 8th, 2008, I called several people from Chicago while I was vacationing. And I said, you know what, I had seen Dr. Chris Chrisman's work at NC State in Second Life, and Adam Zapatero is going to type in her Literacy to Learn website if you guys have not visited that. But I saw her site, saw that she was doing great things at the United States Distance Learning Consortium around book talks and book studies. I also